Shout out to Money Brown, man. Errol Spence Jr. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on at the Fight World? This your boy Manny back with another one, man. And this one here is on the big dogs at the welterweight division. We have Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, a Filipino icon, and still a living legend. We have Errol the True Spence Jr., the current king of the welterweight division, WBC and IBF unified champion. Then we have Yordenis Ugas, the WBA super, world champion at the welterweight division, who just defeated Manny Pacquiao August the 21st in a hell of a fight. But Manny Pacquiao is telling Yordenis Ugas, hey, homie, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. We got a rematch coming. I'll see you in January, homie. I need my get back, and don't count on fighting Errol Spence no time soon. So now, we all know the situation with Manny Pacquiao found. Pacquiao was scheduled to fight Errol Spence August the 21st. He was putting in the hard work, man, coming out to do what he got to do. A southpaw versus southpaw. A lot of people, Errol Spence was the favorite. But, Manny Pacquiao was doing what he had to do to get back in shape. Been out 2 years after he defeated Keith Thurman for the WBA Super World title. We all know that, he was out for 2 years. They ended up taking the title, promoting Ugas to the WBA Super after Pacquiao came back and was going through, somebody to pick who he was going to fight. End up picking Errol the True Spence Jr. He tried to petition for his title back. They didn't give it to him. They let Yordenis Ugas keep the title. And Pacquiao, was okay with it. Was still kind of pissed off a little bit. But nonetheless, he knew he had a big fight with Errol the True Spence Jr. Errol Spence catch an eye injury, pulls out. Yordenis Ugas steps in. Manny Pacquiao was liking the fight because he felt like Ugas took his title without fighting him. So he made it a little personal, I feel like. Yordenis Ugas, he made it a little personal because, like I said, he was supposed to fight Errol the True Spence Jr. in a unification bout. He had the WBA Super, Errol Spence, IBF, WBC. We all know they got pulled out because of Manny Pacquiao stepped in and Errol Spence took Manny Pacquiao over him. The fight was basically signed, sealed, and delivered with Ugas and Spence. That pissed Ugas off because he knew that was his biggest fight of his career. But he ended up getting Manny Pacquiao, which turned out to be the biggest fight of his career. And he ended up beating Manny Pacquiao. So Yordenis Ugas then, still want Errol the True Spence Jr. He said it in the ring, but first he told him to get healthy, things of that nature. But he said that's who's next on his list, bro. He's feeling himself. He's feeling good. He went out there and did what he had to do. He won hands down to me. I'm happy the judges got it right for the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because if they would have never gave him the title, that would have been some bullshit, and we all would have been saying, it was a whole lot of bullshit in the game. We've seen it happen before. But nonetheless, Yordenis Ugas said Errol Spence was next on his hit list. He wanted to heal up and get better, right? But Manny Pacquiao's letting him know, I'm coming back in January. I don't know how successful that rematch is going to be, but nonetheless, it's Manny Pacquiao. Now, Errol the True Spence Jr., like I say, my dog caught an eye injury, had a torn retina. It got elevated to a detached retina. We got to still see what Errol Spence say to see if that's the truth or not, but we know it's a torn retina. We know he got an eye injury. But Errol Spence tweeted out, I've been through worse. Right? I will bounce back like a real soldier that I am. And not only that, I want the winner of Manny Pacquiao, Yordenis Ugas. You understand what I'm saying? I want the winner of Manny Pacquiao, Yordenis Ugas on my comeback, no matter how long I'm sitting out, because that's what type of warrior he is. He don't want no tune-up. He want the big dog because he call himself the big fish. And at the bottom of the ocean, if you can't swim with the big fishes, your ass get ate. You understand me? And Errol Spence is a big fish, and he want to swim with the big fishes, win, lose, or draw. He ain't backing down from nothing. He about busting. You understand? So, EJ said he wants the winner, but do he gets the winner? This is what it's going to come down to. Do EJ gets the winner? Do Al Heyman make it happen for EJ by giving him Yordenis Ugas next? Because we know EJ is one of the golden boys over on the PBC roster. Him and Deontay Wilder, Javante Davis, even though Tank is with Mayweather promotion, he still works with Al Heyman. So we know the golden boys on the roster. Errol Spence is most definitely a golden boy. Now with Manny Pacquiao losing, but still being Manny Pacquiao and still working with PBC, do Al Heyman make the rematch happen? Was it a rematch clause in the contract? I didn't hear anything about a rematch clause. But if it is a rematch clause in the contract, then Manny Pacquiao will be granted that rematch over Errol the True Spence Jr., even though it is a mandatory, because Manny Pacquiao put the rematch clause in there, and that would be the smart thing to do if that's what he did. But if it's no rematch clause, then I believe Al Heyman will make Yordenis Ugas and Errol the True Spence Jr., depending on the time frame Errol Spence gets back. So if Errol Spence can get back around December, right? Even November, if the eyes heal, things of that nature, he can get back in there and take contact to the eye, things like that. He feel okay with the situation, then Errol Spence will be presented that fight, in my opinion. I think Manny Pacquiao will get a lesser fight, or he might get the rematch. Who knows? But I'm going to tell you this. Manny Pacquiao don't like that loss. He don't like that loss to Yordenis Ugas. It don't sit well with him. I know a lot of us saying, oh man, Pacquiao need to hang it up. He need to give it up. You know, he's going to get hurt really, really bad. I had seen the picture to where I think it was Jenny feeding him, things like that. So that didn't look too good, man. And we know if that was Errol Spence in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, bro, it could have really got ugly, ugly, ugly. Really ugly in there, man. So sometimes God be doing things for a reason, bro. Maybe he saved Manny Pacquiao from a bad situation and put him in there with Yordenis Ugas. But nonetheless, Manny Pacquiao feel like he want to come back. It don't look like he's ready to retire just yet. He feel like he was doing good things in there, and he was doing good things, because if you see Yordenis Ugas' face, he took a lot of punishment as well. He took a lot of punishment as well. Manny Pacquiao took some punishment as well, you know. But he feel like I'm still better than you, Ugas. You can't fuck with me, man. I'm still better than you. You got lucky on that night. I didn't have a full training camp to train for you. My legs were stiff. I couldn't really get them going, things of that nature, which I don't believe in. I don't believe in excuses after a fight. I don't. I know a lot of people gonna say, well, you said this about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, because I have my theories and what I seen with my own two eyes. I believe. I really believe. But when it comes to Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas, I feel like that was a fair fight. Pacquiao, you had a certain amount of time to get prepared for Ugas. Ugas had a certain amount of time to get prepared for Manny Pacquiao. And in my opinion, I think Manny Pacquiao was in a better position to get prepared for Ugas than Ugas was to get ready for Manny Pacquiao. A southpaw that's jump in and out, left to right. Ugas was just being patient with Manny Pacquiao. He didn't rush nothing. He let him catch the jabs. He didn't try to push. He didn't caught up in bang. He didn't get caught up in bang with Manny Pacquiao, and it paid off for him. He stayed strong. He stayed solid. He stayed strong. He stayed solid. He stayed using his jab. He went to the body very, very well. That helped take some of the steam and the power out of Manny Pacquiao. Came back upstairs, and he did what he had to do to be victorious that night. And still, the WBA super welterweight world champion. You got to give him all his just doing the world. But him and Manny Pacquiao, you know, would it sell for a rematch? I heard my man Nonito Donaire, we all know that's a Philippine champion as well, a 4-division world champion. He said he'll like to see the rematch. You got to think about it. He's a Philippine, still like Manny Pacquiao. But one thing about him, he's fair. One thing about Nonito Donaire, I like him because he's fair. He's fair about everything. He don't hold no punches, or he don't show favoritism no way. Of course, he was going for Manny Pacquiao. That's his Philippine brother, but he's still fair. You know, so when I look at this situation, man, Pacquiao telling Ugas, hold your goddamn horses. Hold your horses, son. You're not getting away that fast on me. No. You're not going to ride off into the sunset on this glory. You're not going to be the one to retire me. I feel like I'm better than you on that night, on this night, and on any other night at 42 years of age. You go get this work. Now, we all know Manny Pacquiao turned 43 December the 17th. On my sister's birthday, my birthday is December the 16th, so he's one day after me. Look how close me and Manny Pacquiao lives. But nonetheless, you know, he turned 43 this year. And, you know, age is a big factor. You know, I kind of overlooked the age and things of that nature. I thought that him being off 2 years would kind of help him a little bit more, because he can rest the body and you can come back in there fresh because you got the experience. But it still showed. It still showed. Now, he got a good fight up on his belt. Could he get back and have a better training camp for Yordenis Ugas? I believe he can. I believe he can. You know what I'm saying? Could he beat Yordenis Ugas? I believe he can. That's just me. Do he get Yordenis Ugas? Gonna be the question. Do Al Heyman want to make that fight happen again? Do Pacquiao still have that you know, that selling ability in the second fight with Yordenis Ugas to make people say, you know what, I still want to see Pacquiao. I feel like he could have won that fight, this, that, and the third. Do he still have that star power to come back in that rematch and make good pay-per-view numbers? That's going to be the question as well. I believe he could, but it's going to be a situation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves a comeback story. We all know Manny Pacquiao took L's before. This is nothing new to him. He bounced back all the time, right? He didn't get the Marquez rematch. He didn't get after Marquez knocked him out, even though we know he beat him 3-1, if I'm not mistaken. So when we look at that situation, then we look at the Floyd Mayweather situation. That's the rematch he really, really wanted. He couldn't get that opportunity against Floyd Money Mayweather, right? So now you want to come back against Yordenis Ugas and prove that I am the better man, bro. I am the better man. I nod my head to him. I give him his just due. He was the better man that night. He retained the title. He took it from me now. I can say he is the real champion. But now you got to see me again, champ. You got to see me again, champ. You're not going to see no Errol Spence. Errol Spence, you get ready for me. You get ready for Manny Pacquiao. You get ready for me. Yordenis Ugas ain't going to be my last fight. When I beat him, I'm coming for you, Earl the True Spence Jr. I want you. I want you. Like Mr. Tito Rocky. I want you. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a thing to see, man. We know Manny Pacquiao has the presidency coming up where he's in a race to become the president of the Philippines. He have his wife Jinky and his kids to worry about. I'm quite sure Jinky is in his ear telling him, baby, you need to give it up. You know what I'm saying? You had your last hurrah. We can't go through another thing like that, seeing you're losing like that. Jinky didn't look too happy. Y'all got to look at her in the fight. As the fight was going on, she wasn't looking too impressed with Manny Pacquiao. She knows her husband. She knows when things are going right. She knows when things are going wrong. When she saw some things going wrong with her husband, and she's not feeling it. She want Manny to give it up. The kids probably want him to give it up. Focus on your politician. Focus on being a politician. Focus on your, that type of career. Going to your second life, bro. And just, get you some fighters. Nurse them, train them, get them some few pointers, and get your money that way. If you got a big-time fight coming up with a UFC fighter, Conor McGregor, somebody like that, do what Floyd Mayweather doing. But stay out that square circle with these young lions and these young killers. Because these boys going to end up hurting you really bad, especially if you get the Errol Spence fight. You know what I'm saying? So, we will see, family. Manny Pacquiao say he's still a player in this game. He's not giving up. He want to come back. He want the rematch against Yordenis Ugas. And Errol Spence has to see him next because he want that fight, and he feel like he's still one of the top dogs in the game. So what do y'all think, man? Do y'all want to see Manny back in the ring? Do y'all want to see him go give it up and just be a politician, or what? Me, I don't mind seeing him back in the ring one more again to leave out on a winning note. I don't know if it's going to be Yordenis Ugas or somebody lighter, but Manny Pacquiao got his mind set up. He want Yordenis Ugas, and then he want Errol the True Spence Jr. We'll see how it play out. Until then, it's your boy Manny. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You want to donate OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.